Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for the SMB3 Warpless tournament. There is no commentary for this race, but we will be monitoring it backstage. Thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the match. It'll be underway shortly.
Hello, everyone, and welcome here. Thank you for tuning in to SpeedGaming 2 here on this, well, morning for me here in the United States. And welcome into this Warpless tournament match between MarstoS and Czikubi. I'm Ferran Burgundy, and I'm going to be hopping in the midst of things here, as I saw that we unfortunately had no commentary. For those who missed it earlier, the slight differential between our two runners, MarstoS did take a death in 1-1 to the first Piranha Plant, and that really has been the difference between the two here as we are midway through World 2. So both of our runners here just making their way through, hopping those mini Goombas, doing their thing here, and Czikubi with a slight lead of a few seconds here. And now making our way over to the desert level proper with the ever-noted Angry Sun, who has even made his presence felt even in wintertime here, as the temperature's been a little bit milder, but that's a bit more social commentary than probably preferred. Quickly avoiding the sun is Czikubi, and that takes out the desert there at a little before 6 minutes and 40 seconds into the race here. And yeah, probably roughly 12 seconds behind, it looks like, is MarstoS, and that all can be attributed to that 1-1 death. So now just the piece speed that is going on with both of the runners here is something to marvel, as I know I certainly couldn't do it. But that being said, quickly making their way through 2-3. Now we have the Boomerang Bro providing the hammer over on Czikubi's side. And over to the pyramid first is MarstoS. A little bit of a difference in direction here. And oh, there goes the Fire Bro. A little bit of a hiccup there from MarstoS, but still able to deal with those Buzzy Beetles. And just like that, thanks to the Boomerang Bro, we've got ourselves a practically dead heat here. Czikubi is first, though, out of the pyramid, and now we're looking at about a couple of second difference here. And just the difference in which way to go. One took 2.5, the other took 2.4, and that time's about to be made up here. Is that Boomerang Bro in the way? There's the hammer, and it is terrible. It's also terrible seeing the traditional text. I'm used to the randomizer made by Fred Coughlin, who has done a litany of hilarious references and memes and things of that nature. And that also means that we have the auto-scroll. So here we are, both competitors making their way slowly, bit by bit, step by step. It's an auto-scroller. There's not really much going on here with it. Now I can see why this function was taken out of the randomizer. So there we go, a stomp and a couple of fireballs, and that takes care of the ever salty Morton Koopa Jr. Funny that that was a name after a rather noted and controversial at the time talk show host Morton Downey Jr., but that notwithstanding, we're now on to World 3. 3-1 here for Czikubi. And MarstoS trailing by probably about half a level at this point here. Maybe 2/3 of one. It's amazing how the frog suit was so eloquently put together for this, and it's, to the best of my knowledge, pretty much an afterthought, as we see here hopping, skipping, and jumping through those cheeps. And a fantastic 3-2 there from Czikubi. And MarstoS follows as well. And this is where you love the piece speed, having to outrun the beloved boss bass. We're not going to see that type of schadenfreude here, he says, hoping not to create a commentator's curse for MarstoS, because I have done such a thing in the past, hence why it's called a commentator's curse. But nope, MarstoS able to handle that rather adroitly. And now it's on to the first fortress in World 3. Five fast fireballs, fells boom boom. And now heading up to 3-4 is Czikubi. Meanwhile, heading down to the Hammer Bros, and picking up a hammer is MarstoS. And now with the Hammer Brothers out of the way, the routes kind of intertwining a bit here. Going to use the Jugum Cloud on 3-6. Oh, and very dicily in range of Boss Bass, but avoiding it. Meanwhile, yep, there's a takeout of at least one of the boss basses here, as that takes care of 3-8. Now on to 3-9. Jumps over the H, heads down to the second half. And Fire Mario going swimming. I won't dwell too much on the physics of having fireballs shooting through the water. It's too early for that. Haven't even had my coffee. H jumps across the board, yes. And now heading through the pipe, and at the 14-minute mark, entering airship number 3 is Czikubi. And MarstoS probably going to be about 17, 18 seconds, 16 seconds behind. Now to yet another auto-scroller, where you can't gain time, but you can certainly lose it. Oh, yes, and well noted here from Diesel Pilot, one of the fantastic behind-the-scenes folks who I'm putting in front of the scenes for a moment because I like to give credit where credit's due here in the SpeedGaming networks. Yes, it is Mario Day, March 10th. As Wendy is taken out here by Czikubi, and MarstoS going to use the fireballs to take out Wendy as well, and those hoops are out of the way here. What better way to celebrate Mario Day than with some Mario 3 Warpless tournament action here, at least early in the morning here in the US, and a fantastic afternoon for those of you over in Europe and other parts of the world, and maybe even evening if you're checking things out here in, say, parts of Asia. Now on to World 4, where things get a little bit bigger and our runners hoping not a little bit badder. All right, Czikubi taking care of 4-1 at 16:20. Or at least that's when the rotating box was hit. And 16:37.5, so we're looking at about a 17.5 second differential, at least at that point here. But plenty of time for things to be made up. There are some RNG elements to this Warpless run. A lot of people noting the hands in World 8. Those can certainly be a factor, as well as the rotation of the Hammer Bros on the overworld. Yeah, that's a good note in chat. Both have been playing a very clean game thus far. The mistakes have been kept to a minimum, and it's been just those few ever so slight hiccups that have been the difference thus far. The most notable of which, for those joining us a little bit late, was MarstoS taking a death in 1-1 to the first Piranha Plant jump, and that has pretty much been our difference here throughout. There's a Jugum Cloud for MarstoS. And now joining the 4-4 fray as Czikubi leaving the pipe. Nice hop up onto the top. And going to utilize the music box to avoid those battles, and onward and through goes Czikubi. This is just a split second of piece speed there, trying to avoid some of those large Koopa Troopas and Paratroopas. But that will take care of 4-6. And now into the second fortress. Charging right on through, and there's the 5 fireballs from Czikubi. Boom Boom is down. Able to utilize the screen transition to get past that Hammer Bro. The things you learned. Today I learned. And now entering Airship 4 is Czikubi. And MarstoS able to skip past as well. And now we go to one of the slower auto scrolls in the entire game. Airship World 4. MarstoS hopping over the fire rather efficiently, and Czikubi somehow clipped into the fire space for swag. I at least tried that for entertainment. I figured it was either that or the Ben Stein voice, and that would literally put everybody to sleep. Of course, the famed actor and economist and other things of movies such as Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And those eye drop commercials, because no free publicity, but I'm sure you know the ones. Oh, hey, Czikubi has taken care of... Oh, I always have trouble with these. Iggy? That's why I don't have 7 kids. It's hard to remember their names. And Iggy down on MarstoS' side as well. I can speak back to normal speed. And now we take to the skies. Czikubi with the P-Wing here, just going to go above all of that chain chomp mess and right up to the pipe. Gets the music box, does a little tail wag swag. And MarstoS going to play through the level here. Well, Czikubi taking a hit there. Not sure if that was intentional. And Tracktask noting in chat that Czikubi is at a 54x pace, which would be 6 seconds ahead of his personal best. As now a very long fall here from MarstoS. Those piranha jumps have been a bit problematic. Now down to small Mario here. Things I'm learning today. Apparently that is the shaft of shame. And that extends Czikubi's lead, taking out the fortress and now heading over to the tower after utilizing the music box. And now we're going to see Boom Boom taking out the old-fashioned way with the triple stomp. I was going to say, my pulse was jumping on that, being that close to the Hammer Bro on MarstoS' side, but picks up the P-Wing. Czikubi, meanwhile, on to 5-4, and is just... I don't know, I'm running out of adjectives to be able to describe the play here. It's been fantastic throughout. There's the intentional mushroom to avoid the cutscene of multiple one-ups if you get 3 slides in a row. Oh, and now Czikubi, well, takes a hit, but then gets the mushroom right back. And there's the raccoon tail. MarstoS on to 5-4. And now over to 5-7 is Czikubi. Takes the hit, but then gets the fire flower. Just outruns that Spiny, my goodness. Oh, and MarstoS takes a death. The Paratroopa is a problematic. Okay, I have to use my alliteration carefully here so I don't say something out of turn here on SpeedGaming 2. But MarstoS recovers nicely and gets through the level. Now on to 5F2. Lava Land here for Czikubi. We have an invincibility star being used. Not a bad idea to take care of those mini Goombas. And boom, boom, bye-bye on Czikubi's side. Now on to 5-8. Threading the needle on that last jump and doing nicely. And now on to 5-9. We have a bit of a freeze on MarstoS' side as we have an understandable Jugum Cloud used on 5-9, as that is... Well, that's another auto-scroll level, and that's one that, because of the diagonal part of it, isn't even taken out of the randomizer. One of the, I believe, 2 auto-scrolls that are stuck in the randomizer version of this. Yeah, make sure to give our runners a follow here today. They're doing fantastically for you. And, well, it's hard to say. Anything can certainly happen, but Czikubi has been playing extremely well here. MarstoS taking out the Hammer Bro. And now is on to the 5 airship. How far is Czikubi ahead? I haven't really looked in terms of seconds, as Roy with the Quake being, well, trying to quibble at least a little bit here, but Czikubi able to finish it off. Let's see, 28:39 is when the wand was grabbed on Czikubi's side. So, yeah, I'd probably say a good 50 seconds at this point, but we'll find out as we get a little bit closer here. Or maybe it's closer to a minute. It's hard to say. Oh, he did start his timer a few seconds late. I will admit I missed that in the construction of, or attempted started a construction of shelving before seeing that there was no commentary, or at least hearing the announcement of it and thinking, should I do some adulting and continue this, or should I do the right thing and provide some commentary to the lovely folks here watching SpeedGaming 2? Oh, and there's the first error on Czikubi's part, trying to grab the leaf and get back on. Okay, about 50 to 55 seconds behind, and that's going to cut into that lead. 2931 wand? Okay, well. Yeah, so roughly, since the timer was started a little bit late, roughly 50-ish seconds behind. But again, that lead has been chipped away thanks to the lava death in the first fortress of World 6. And we've got a bro. MarstoS deciding to avoid the conveyor belt. Picks up the invincibility star. And there's a bro on that side. Czikubi finishing 6-4 just as MarstoS is entering 6-4. And the P-Wing helping out immensely here in 6-5. MarstoS going to do the same, so it looks like the difference is pretty much a level at this point. Oh wow, able to despawn the Nipper. Makes that just a little bit easier. And now into the slick boom boom area, and we get the triple stomp. Here's the Jugum Cloud pickup. Going to utilize the hammer there to go right into the fortress. Over the giant H goes Czikubi. And now on we go to 6-8 for MarstoS. Czikubi gonna try for the jump here. So yeah, about a 30-second difference. Third time it looked like was the charm, and able to go up and over. And that takes care of, if you're able to get that jump, a very nice level. MarstoS gonna avoid all that jumping nonsense and just use the P-Wing. Okay, so whatever it says there, add 3.5 seconds. Good to know. Thank you for that, Diesel Pilot. Alright, here's the elevator on MarstoS' side. As at the just past 34 minutes, Czikubi entering the castle for the airship of World 6. So it's about a 26-second differential since we're adding the 3.5 seconds since MarstoS started the timer late. $25, $26. A negligible difference is now an airship in these frigid temperatures. You just have to hope that that set of overalls that Mario has is double layered. I couldn't imagine what the wind chill factor would be. Oh, and a nice jump clip up top. I don't know if it saves time so much as effort. All right, wand grabbed at 35-34 for Czikubi. And we are having a ball. At least briefly. Down goes Lemmy. So about a 35-58. So that's about 24 seconds still. So maybe about a second of time gained. And now the 7-1 jump. Let's see. This is, well, again, third time the charm here for Czikubi, able to get right on through it. Oh, yeah. Moonrisen, the less we say about that rough race last night, the better. But for those actually wondering, oh, okay, let's see. First off, how many? All right, Mart, so it's attempt 2, attempt 3. And now it's time going to the advantage of Czikubi here. Yeah, we are on double-digit tries at this point. That looks like high teens. That's okay. MarstoS done it more times in this race than I've done that jump ever, so I am not one to criticize. But yeah, for those wondering, I was in the Zelda 1 randomizer tournament and had a pretty nasty set of randomizer flags that included a lot of second quests, and since that is not my expertise by any means, shape, or form, I think it took me twice the time that my opponent did. Just under 4 hours. Whereas the other person was, or the victor won in about an hour and 35 minutes or something like that. But that's neither here nor there. We're here into World 7, the Pipe Maze. 7F1 for Czikubi. Able to fly up. I can only guess that the getting rid of the raccoon tail was intentional. But either way, on to 7-6. Gets the jump. Oh, man. Gets the clip on the first try. MarstoS using the Jukin Cloud to get through 7-4. And now 7F1 here for MarstoS. Ooh. Gets the Hammer Bro suit. And now, I can't speak for vanilla players, but I know for rando players, the least favorite board in all of the game, 7F2. And Czikubi makes it look easy. Wow. I'm just astonished. Boom Boom down to a hammer. And now on to Airship 7. Jugum Cloud to skip 9 for MarstoS. And now let's see how MarstoS does with everybody's least favorite level, seemingly. Wow. Need a little bit of a double clutch and a little extra hammer help there. A little stomp as well. There's the music box to put those to sleep. Yes, 7F2 is not even remotely easy, and the two of them just breeze through it like a gentle summer wind. And once again, we have an airship auto scroll. Well, and Ludwig finishes his last symphony as Czikubi picks up the wand at about 42-22. No dice, what a drag indeed. Well, also of note, we have much more action coming your way here on SpeedGaming, the various SpeedGaming networks today, including a few more Super Mario Bros. 3 any% Warpless tournament matches. Coming up at 1 p.m. Eastern today, a little more than 2 hours from now. On the Prime SpeedGaming channel, we have Track TAS against Neo Shazam. And then right here on SpeedGaming 2 at that same time, apologies for the mispronunciations, but I'm cold reading this. We have Mondi against Rhakor, R-H-A-K-O-R. Apologies again for the misspelling. Then at 4 p.m. Eastern on the main SpeedGaming channel, we have the Bagler 5 against Japezu. And then later in the evening, a whole litany of different things, including a Zelda 1 randomizer tournament matchup at 8 p.m. Eastern. That has Fry Teeth taking on Magic Friends. And over on SpeedGaming 3, a pair of Super Metroid Rando League matches. Should certainly be a goodie. All that and a whole bunch more, but for now, we're making our way through the military auto-scroll ships. Yeah, cold reading isn't an easy thing. I don't recommend it. The only reason I do it is because I've got over a decade of on-air radio experience. Boomerang Bro down. And that takes care of the Army. Now to the Navy. I won't blaspheme the village people by attempting to sing their big song. Well, their other big song. Those giant cannons are still scary. What? Okay. I'm not sure what that swag walk there was, but it was definitely swaggy. But I guess these are the things that you learn when you have, yeah, a little air walking. A little tribute to the old TV series, The Greatest American Hero. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. No? That song actually peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. It was the number 2 song in the country. It's one of a rare time where a theme to a TV song, or a theme to a TV show, I should say, was a top hit in, on the radio and everything else. There are 2 occasions, though, where a TV theme was number 1. Any idea what that is out there in Chatland as we make our way through the auto scrolls? No, the theme to MASH was not. That is a good tune, though, written by Johnny Mandel. Oh, yeah, I guess Friends was. I didn't even think of that in the 90s, probably because I didn't watch Friends. So, yeah, that one's one. Yep, theme from Miami Vice, and then you gotta go all the way back to the 70s for another instance of it. Not MASH, believe it or not. Number 1 in 1976, the theme to SWAT. It's a little fun trivia here for you, and we've got one set of hands apiece, and now onto the Air Force. For MarstoS, Czikubi now into 8-1. These hammers just going through enemies like a hot knife through butter. And now on to 8-2. And like the winter solstice, blink and you miss the sun. Holy smokes. Thankfully, we're past that and moments away from spring being in the air. As now 8F2 here for Czikubi. MarstoS going to use a little insurance here in 8-1. Utilizing the invincibility star for the first part of the board. Wow, delays and still gets the 1 cycle. And there's the hammer. Down goes Boom Boom. Czikubi has just played brilliantly throughout the seed here. Going to see a little more of the sun, but not much more. And here comes the last of the auto-scrolling military ships. Oh no! The jump just a little bit short into the lava, and MarstoS takes a death. And loses that Hammer Bro suit. Yeah, Jano, I thought about it, but I realized that, yeah, I don't need Paul or Ringo coming after me. Or George Harrison's estate, or, yeah, I'm better off. And another hammer just completely obliterating Boom Boom. And that is going to get us to Bowser's Castle over on Czikubi's side. So it won't be a PB here for Czikubi, but it'll still be a very well-played race. And here's Bowser, 5 hammers, and that is going to do it. Get out your GGs for Czikubi, who is going to take the victory here with an official race time of 51 minutes and 52 seconds. Oh, that's right. She does the whole "your princess is in another castle" bit. I'm so used to seeing, I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you. Again, a factor of playing more randomizer than vanilla with this. And we have our victor, Czikubi, joining us here in the booth. Congratulations, GG. It was a fantastic run.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, that was just a very strange run, kind of. In some spots, at least. I have, like, really good early and late game, but everything in between just... it's horrible.
I mean, everything was looking pretty smooth as we see MarstoS finishing up here. MarstoS took a few different, I would say untimely deaths, but when really are timely deaths? Including right in the very beginning with the jump over the first Piranha Plant in 1-1, and that kind of set the tone and had you ahead for pretty much the entire time.
Oh yeah, those 1-1 deaths.
Yeah, I mean, the only noted hiccup that we had seen on your end was, I believe, in 6F1. But other than that, you're pretty much on cruise control for the first 5 boards.
Yeah, I had that death, and that death kind of bothered me, because, like, I had to get the leaf there, and I'm not good at that strat, so I kind of saw it coming, but, yeah.
Doesn't make it any less easy to endure.
Yeah.
So yes, GG's for MarstoS, who will take second, finishing a little more than a minute and a half behind. The official race time, 53 minutes and 33 seconds. Still a pretty good time, all things considered.
Yeah, it's really good. I usually get, like... I tend to get, like, around that time in races, unless it's, like, really good. Yeah, that's why I was scared of this race, because he can, like, definitely, like, take a match off me without a doubt.
It's hard to say. I mean, maybe that early death that might have set kind of a sour note to start off, and it might have just been something where even playing one's best game, it's just hard to mentally recover from that. But it's hard to say. I mean, we'll find out if MarstoS is going to be joining for a post-race interview here. Can't come to talk now, have to go. So it looks like that is going to do it here.
Yep, thanks for hopping on commentary, by the way. What was that?
I said I'm getting all this on the fly. I joined in maybe about 5 minutes into the race as I had heard that there was no commentary and thought I could do adult things and before work in a half hour, or I could commentate this race, and I opted for the latter.
I was saying, like, thanks for commentating this. It was like very last second.
Yeah, I when I saw Diesel Pilot was the one kind of in charge here, I thought, okay, he knows me well enough that I can finagle my way in here, and I've done some SMB3 randomizer races before, so it's a little bit of a unique feeling calling vanilla as opposed to the randomizer. It's odd not seeing Boss Bass in places where Boss Bass shouldn't be, for example.
Yeah. Also the auto-scrolling, too.
Yes, I definitely had some fun, especially in World 4.
Boring to watch.
The World 4 airship auto-scroller is definitely worth a rewatch just for the hilarity that I provided.
I thought you were about to say the airwalk. When I clip into the cannon.
Yeah, I didn't even know what that was, and then that led to a whole discussion of an old TV show from the 80s with the song "Believe It or Not, I'm Walking on Air," and that led into a whole tangent of me being a radio DJ and having some fun trivia with the chat. So I'm glad to be able to help provide a little bit of background to everything that was going on today, and a background to your pretty much wire-to-wire victory.
Yeah, well, it was fun, for sure.
Most definitely. Well, any other last thoughts here before we wrap things up here on Speed Gaming 2?
Nope, that'll be it, I suppose.
All right, well, congratulations and GG once again. I'm just taking a look at where we're going to be moving on to, if we're going to be moving on. I know there was another race that started around the same time, and that one already has a victor, so it's kind of hard to say if we'll go over there, but hey, it's better than no Speed Gaming content, so we'll probably send the raid over to there. Make sure to check out over on the respective channels here, coming up right here on Speed Gaming 2 at 1 o'clock Eastern. That's 2 hours from now. Raycor against Mondi, and then over on the main Speed Gaming channel, Track TAS against Neo Shazam. That's a couple more of the SMB3 any percent warpless races. Also at 4 p.m. Eastern on the Prime Speed Gaming channel. The Bagler 5 takes on Japezu. That should be a good one as well. Plus plenty more action. You can check out the schedule for all of it here. And thank you so much to everyone tuning in here to Speed Gaming 2. Okay, I'm being told we're apparently going to Speed Gaming Espanol. Muy bien. So with that, adios, hasta luego. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay classy, my friends, and more importantly, stay safe. I'm Ferran Burgundy. Thank you for tuning in to Speed Gaming 2.